Sorry, I interrupted myself, Chad. I stroked out for a second there. Is one side of my face droopy a little, Chad? No? Okay. Yeah, no, the wall drill is what we want. We want the wall drill. We're also probably going to need to upgrade our steam level because I can imagine it's going to get colder. And while things are comfortable now, we also really want houses, and those houses take a lot of wood. That's another justification for the wall drill. These bunkhouses are actually a little cold. Why is it so chilly out here? The only reason this stuff is actually still warm is because we have the steam hub out here. Scouts have reached a temporary settlement. Let's see what they found. Pete, favorite Mario character who isn't Mario? I'm going to have to go with Toad. I actually quite like Toad. It's been said that Toad loves adventure. Center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly plain face, someone chiseled the following. May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City. We won't touch the monument, but we decided to dismantle the huts for wood. Sites discovered walled colony and dreadnought landing. I mean, I want your steam core, and I can actually use that wood. Let's go to the walled colony, because it only takes 11 hours to get there. Yoshi is the best. Don't even start. Don't even give me your fucking Yoshi, chat. Oh, we can build outposts now. How do we send an outpost team? I would like to do that. How do we make an outpost team? Is that something we do at the beacon? Should turn on the Steelworks heater. That's actually a good idea, Chad. Actually, their heater is on, so no. This one has an automaton working in it. He doesn't fucking need heat because the automaton doesn't get cold. You need a special building. Can we build that building? Outpost depot. We can. Holy shit, though. It's fucking enormous. Oh, it goes on the wall? Okay. This thing is goddamn huge. Building here will destroy resources. A resource source. What is it going to destroy? Probably some trees? This is the only place we can build it, though, is it not? I didn't see any other place we could potentially build it. No, I mean, it only gets built in the one spot. And you're going to need a road. We could run a road from here directly out to you. That'll do. More a fan of Larry myself. Ah, right. Yeah, Larry. The widely loved Mario character, Larry. We have 4 patients being treated for what? They just have the sniffles? Richard Rowland, what's wrong with you? He's alone in this world. That's what you're being treated for? Is you're alone in the world? Your biggest concern is that you have a cold home. Uh-oh. Some more people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out it's easy to fall ill when it's cold and ask you to address the problem. Let's heat some homes. You have to start heating one of the cold homes within 2 days and keep them heated for 2 days. Let's heat all homes. We have 3 cold homes, huh? You know what? We will heat all of the homes because it will raise hope. So where are our cold homes? Let's identify them. That's a resource. It's just these 3, though, right? Yep. There's an easy solution to this. We will build a steam hub that covers all 3 of these homes, and we will build it in such a fashion so that our automaton can also come and recharge here. That is going to raise our coal consumption, but currently, our coal consumption is not an issue. We have an abundance of coal. In fact, probably more than we're able to burn. Our coal's been close, although it is falling now. No, Pete, Larry Koopa, who is one of the Koopalings. I was unaware that Koopas actually had names. Was he one of the guys who threw a hammer? Because I thought that was just like the Hammer Brothers. Or did they actually eventually give the Hammer Brothers names? Why is this at 50% efficiency? Is there that many people sick? Workplace. I mean, all of our workplaces are fully staffed. I'm not even forcing children to work anymore. And trust me, chat, I don't feel right about it. I don't feel right about it at all. Let's check our coal consumption then. So with that second Steam hub online, we do have a very small negative coal gain. We could combat that by simply building and staffing another gathering hut, though. Is that how we want to solve the problem? It really does kind of seem like just the most optimal solution. One more gathering hut should be enough. And we can wedge one right... I mean, and it fits perfectly in here. Not adjacent to a street. Well, it doesn't fit quite perfectly. You know what? It fits well enough, though. Fuck it. Build another gathering hut there, and we'll staff it. Not with children, against my better judgment, but... The only princess Pete needs is me. You've got my number, PJ. Pete, Star Wars or Star Trek? Wars. Although I also like Trek. I mean, it's not an or situation for me. It's an and. Star Wars and Star Trek. I enjoy both. They're not really the same. I enjoy all the meats of our cultural stew, chat. I like both Wars in the Stars and Treks Amongst the Stars. Sometimes there's a nobility in journeying without battle, and sometimes you want to watch space wizards hit shit with laser swords. And since the Star Wars universe seems to be about 12 feet across from end to end, I mean, you don't know how desperately I want to click this button, chat, but... We have actual workers. Although we are running out. We're down to the point now where it's going to be kid time. Why is this lit? Yes, I know how this works. Thank you. Stop telling me I have a tutorial I haven't looked at. Are we good? Are we good now? Just go away. The vast migration of George Lucas fans. That was the Star Wars trek. Chewbacca or Geordie LaForge? Chewbacca, without a doubt. Geordie wore a banana clip on his face. It doesn't matter how good of an engineer he is, I can't respect a man with a banana clip on his face. If you make that Geordie LaForge, or if you change that, though, and make it Chewbacca or Scotty, I gotta go with Scotty. I can't respect a man with a banana clip on his face. I mean, I know he had a disability, and I'm sorry that you struggled, Geordie, but also, your disability was kind of a fucking superpower, so I'm not really sure how big of a problem it was. And then also later in the movies, you got super eyes that were just the best of both worlds and that they gave you access to the regular visible spectrum, but also were just a fucking superpower, which always made me wonder, why doesn't everybody in Star Wars, or why doesn't everybody in a Star Trek universe have Geordie LaForge eyes? If that's a thing we can do, why doesn't everybody have magic eyes? What about Welshie? Welshie! He was the unsung hero of the series, though. Yo, chat, favorite X-Man. The best X-Man is Cypher, because he had the stupidest X-Man power. And is a perfect microcosm of everything that's wrong with the X-Men and that they actually suck. Based on the actual jobs performed, I think R2-D2 versus Geordie would be a better comparison. You may be onto something there, chat. Captain, someone has defaced the walls with predictions of doom for our city. This is troubling. People already fear we shall win a home's fight, and scared minds are always swayed by even the smallest nudges. Send the watchman to remove it, hope will fall slightly, or ignore it, hope will fall. Gee, this is a tough choice. Hey, protagonist, the first sub. Welcome back. Good to see you again, man. Playing a little bit of Frostpunk. This game is super good. We should also probably unpause it. This little lift contraption is really cool, man. Oh, we also, that thing is built now. Can we build outposts? So, like, can you make an outpost team? You can. Make me an out. I need at least 10 citizens. It also takes a lot of steel, 20 steel. So we gotta, let's see here. All right, then. So these 10 workers don't work here anymore, and now children do. Ignore my slave labor, chat. We need 20 steel. All right, so we're just waiting for our steel mill to produce 5 more steel. Fortunately, the automaton is on the job. Scouts have reached the exile colony. Let's check it out. What are you doing? Explore it. Numerous social shelters, expertly built from blocks of hard-packed snow, huddle around cold, burned-out campfires. A deathly silence hangs over the colony. Some of the exiles are still alive, but just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City with food and fuel running out, we sent you strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to the... Oh, well, sorry, this is not the man speaking anymore. This is me. We're afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. Escort the exiles to the city. That's more mouths to feed. That's a lot of fucking people, too. Scouts will set out towards our city and bring the exiles quickly and safely home. Scouts will abandon the dying exiles to their fate. Rob the exiles of their supplies. Well, if they had steam cores, I might actually do that, but instead, I guess we'll bring them back. We're getting to a problem with the whole more mouths to feed, though. We pulled the dying exiles from their snow houses and prepared them for the journey to our city. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth, not yet.
Was that a sub?
Protagonist! Thanks very much for the subscription. 11 months in a row, though. The man is out of his mind. And it's not even that sweet Jeff Bezos money. Pete, almost a year. Keep up the good work. Shout out to Ish, Pose, Clock, and all the regulars. I appreciate the support. I really wish it was a Twitch Prime sub, though, man. Fiscal responsibility. That's what we're all about here on Twitch. Fiscal responsibility. Give me that dank Jeff Bezos money and save your hard-earned money for yourself. Jeff Bezos has $150 billion or something stupid. He can afford it. So we've got exiles that are coming back. That means more mouths to feed. It also means we're going to... I'm going to ban your ass. Don't even think about it. Actually, I'm pretty sure Protagonist is also... he'll just he'll ban you. You're both mods. Don't get in a ban war. We're going to have to build some more houses, though. We got more people on the way back into the city. We're going to need more homes. We didn't research houses yet, which is unfortunate. But we have plenty of heated locations for these people to live in. So let's get them a bunkhouse. And, I mean, you get to live, like, right next to the heater, which is ideal. We needed that steel for an outpost, though. I'm tempted to put people on a bonus... You know what we should do? How many steam cores do we have? We have 3. You know what? Build another automaton. Build one more automaton, please. They won't build an automaton because, of course, the factory is also fucking closed. That's a lot of stabbies. I think we build another automaton so that we can get our other steelworks working 24 hours a day. I want my steelworks working round the clock. The Londoners have gained more followers. Son of a bitch, those bastards are just insidious, though. Why is the tendency on the... Oh, right, because of the graffiti, it made the hope fall down below the point where they weren't gathering anymore. I wonder if our captain really has a plan. Other cities may have fallen, but not London. It's impossible. You know, I'd like to point out, Jackhole, that London was in such terrible shape that you're the one who decided that you should leave. Everybody got plenty of food? I'm keeping an eye on our food rations because there may come a time where we need to build another cookhouse because the cookhouse simply can't cook enough food in a single day. Also, none of you sons of bitches better miss the morning gathering either, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. You will come and swear the loyalty oath, or I will send my secret police to come and hunt you in your homes. Don't make me send out the Gestapo. I will do it. Could you guys get to work, though? Like, go in early. Give me an extra 20 minutes today. The Perfidious Pete Civil War, Team Iskar versus Team Protagonist. I concur. There is, in fact, no time to waste, especially you children that I've tasked out here with picking up coal. There's a giant pile of it out here. If you bastards could get to work, I'd appreciate it. We're burning through it at a pretty furious pace. Our coal balance is once again positive, though, so we're good. Are you guys building this? They have engineers. I don't need them to work on an emergency shift. How long is it going to take them to build this? Oh, they don't, they're missing, like, steel, though, right? It takes 100 steel. So steel is our limiting factor, then. We need more steel. Wall drill research. Build the wall drill to extract wood from the ice. We still have enough wood, so we don't need it yet. We could go straight into steam wall drill, but no, it takes... okay, we're only going to research something that does not require a lot of steel. The resource depot upgrade only takes 10, so that seems like a respectable compromise. We got to stockpile steel for the automaton, and we got to stockpile steel for our depots. Who is screaming? Somebody over here is like calling audibles for football. He's like, oh! 86, eagle over! Set! Hot! Hot! Knock it off. You guys should be working, not playing footy. The wood all comes from Ents. Some of them even had voices. Yeah, but the Ents were supremely irritating. I think we're all glad that they're dead, though, right? They don't seem like a race that anybody's gonna miss. They really don't. How are we doing on food processing? We're very close to parity on food. We're going to need to build another food gathering building. Maybe now would be a good time for us to begin researching that flying hunter thing. Which I believe is a thing, right? Flying hunters, yeah. Takes 20 steel, though. We also really need houses. That takes 25 steel. Everything takes so much steel. Map looks a little like Isengard. So what is this over here? That's a coal. Oh, that's for the coal mine. Is there any place else we could temporarily send people to just pick up some steel? You know what? We've got idle workers, right? And by that I mean children. Yeah. Come out here and just clean this up. That steel pile doesn't... We could get that out of the way. And this is just regular coal. We have coal piles. We might as well have somebody come and pick that shit up. Just to get out of the road. Feels like expanding your food storage would go a long way to fixing your prospective food issues. We're not at maximum food, though. We can't store cooked meals, either. We can only store raw food. You'd be better off to store raw food because you get a 4-to-1. If you're going to build a storage hut, you should just build one and store raw food. Which I suppose we could do. Except storage facilities take metal, right? Do you not? Resource depot? Yeah, you take steel. We're going to not do that. Food production shuts down when storage caps out. But as long as we have enough that are... As long as we have enough cookhouses to make enough food to feed the people every day, there's no reason to let it go. As long as we don't have enough people to... I guess it's every person eats maybe one meal a day. As long as we don't have 300 people, we're fine. And we don't yet. Also, it's going to be a while till those bastards get back, and I really got to remember to unpause the game when I pause it. I'm up for some Perfidious Pete fanfiction. Seriously, though, you guys need a hobby. 40 more people are incoming. We've already got houses for them, and we were well above on what they were actually eating. I think we're okay. If we need food production, we can always get some later. It'll be fine. We have 50 steel. We're a little low on wood, with no real way to get any wood, and our research is done. We can mechanize... Oh, what's an infirmary do? It's better treatment, but we don't have that many people who are sick, so I'm going to say no to that right now. Industrial hothouse just makes more food. We're not really interested in any of those things. Exploration and automaton integration seems real good. I'm thinking maybe we just get this out of the way. Ultimately, we're going to need the generator. It's 25 steel, though. Do we have any old ghetto research that we never did that we could just knock out of the way that doesn't take a super abundance of steel? Cod house insulation takes 20. Flying hunters also. We're going to have to use 20 on research. We can't not be researching. What's our cheapest from a metal perspective? What takes the least? Actually, what does streamlined automatons do? You know what? This is worth it. We're going to pay 25 steel to save 20 steel on an automaton, and then that saves us steel on every additional one. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We'll research that. That'll allow us to build the automaton faster. And then every subsequent automaton is, like, got that same discount. Now we're just waiting to pass a law. And still get more freaking steel. Because automatons take 1 trillion. Also, should we be getting this bonus? Resolves in 1 day, 3 hours. I want that hope bonus. Your work day has ended. Return to your pathetic little lives. Return to your lives of quiet desperation. Alright, what do we got in purpose? Propaganda center. Prison. Round up to catch wrongdoers. Prisoners will abandon their misguided views. You'll have to build a prison. Discontent will rise slightly. I'd really rather just work them to death than imprison them. Patrolling seems good because it just reduces discontent and increases hope. Propaganda center also raises hope. Distributing bulletins, I bet, costs wood. I bet patrolling costs food. I want patrols, because we already have the buildings for this.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Yeah. Guard post can make... Oh, we have nobody staffed in this guard? No, they're staffed. So how do I make you patrol? Patrol. Cost 10 food rations. Do it. Also, patrol? Oh, we can only patrol once a day? Lame. With guards on the streets, everyone will feel safer. Yeah, why should the coppers just sit in their cozy stations? Lazy bastards. Oh, get a knife and stab them. I mean, you know what? Maybe go back to your cozy station there, copper. Forget I said anything about this stabbing, what? I may have overreacted a bit. I'm sorry. I'm in me cups. I mean, we did build a pub over here, and I'm a frequent of the public house. Scouts have returned safely to the city. They brought us 35 workers, 7 children, 19 engineers, 65 steel, which is super important, 225 wood, and more importantly, 2 steam cores, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Now that our shift is over, which means, fuck, you guys aren't going to work. All right. And we have 50 people who are homeless. That blows, though. Well, it looks like most of our metal then is going to go into building bunkhouses in the warmth zone. We're also going to need to run some streets along this, which is fine. And we could put a house or some other slightly wider building in this spot. Is there anything we would rather build here? We could build another cookhouse. No, we can't because it won't fit. It's too big. We have plenty of medical set out. We don't need any of this stuff. None of that stuff. I mean, we already have a guard station right nearby, right? Actually, we don't. We could put a guard station there, perhaps? We're still wasting a very tiny amount of space. But that would bring more of our people under the influence, do it, of a guard station. Take the automaton out of the queue so you don't waste steel. I'm not wasting steel. I want my automaton done. I want him built. And then I guess we'll build some more bunkhouses. How many more people are going to need homes? We just built 3. We need 2 more. Jeez, these people and their damn quest for reasonable housing solutions. I hate all of them. Scouts have reached the frozen... Oh, we forgot to... We got 1 scout team that's idle. These guys got to the frozen grove. Let's check it out. Some trees in this grove bear deep cuts in the shape of a cross. We found some bones scattered around them. That's cheerful. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves under each of them. Oh, a clown must have been in the region. Look, chat, we found the Russian clown hangout. Dead bodies lack most of the bigger muscles, and some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. Corpse has been obviously stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We'll leave the graves intact, but we can cut the trees for wood. I mean, sure. And then I guess we'll have you guys journey to the snow cliff. Because it's 14 hours, and why walk all the way back when all you have is a bunch of wood we don't necessarily want? Meanwhile, you guys got to go all the way out to the Dreadnought landing. It's going to take most of a day and a half to get there. I'm sorry, by the way. That's a bit of a journey. Oh, we have sick people. Just 3, though. We have, I think, enough, like, beds for... That's a resource depot, Pete. We're probably going to have a food problem. Yeah, we have a food problem. We are not building enough food. We're going to need... What are we researching? Streamline automatons is good. I want to build a flying hunter, though. Police in your streets. Sir, a group of drunk men were disturbing the peace, pushing each other, screaming obscenities, and harassing women in the street. Our guards intervene and restrain the drunks before anyone is hurt. People may get hurt. We have no discontent, though, so just let them sober up. So I'd like to just throw out the bit of a boys will be boys kind of scenario there. Am I right, sir? It's right. Boys will be boys then. Get your engineers up over there. We have 72 people who are not working. We really need to find these people jobs. Automaton would be a good server in a house of pleasure. It seems to me like the automaton is large and unwieldy and somewhat uncoordinated and might actually savagely damage your genitals. Oh, you can restrict steam hubs to where they only heat when people aren't at work. That's a really good idea, actually. Oh, these also have a range setting. I was unaware. E-zone range level 2, which we have not Oh, there's a steam hub upgrade that makes steam hubs have a bigger range. I don't feel like we necessarily need that. Speaking of which, how's our coal situation doing? We have tons of... Okay, yeah, we're extra coal for days. We are going to need to address this food issue. Is it that we're not cooking enough food, or that we're not producing enough raw food, or some combination of both? We gain 260 a day, but we haven't actually been cooking all day either. Let's give this a minute, and we'll give this a day and see how it works out. Our food storage is good enough that we've got wiggle room here. We can wait. We keep getting events, though. Another act of vandalism. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everybody to join them and abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks your leadership, branding you an unfit leader incapable of doing what it takes to save our people. Send watchmen to remove it. And hope has fallen slightly. Still, the tendency is back to neutral. Can I send out another guard patrol? Nope. I really want to police state this. We got to get into like iron shod boot scenario where I can begin. You know what? Also, work a bonus shift. What just destroyed hope? Watchmen were beaten. Captain, members of the neighborhood watch who are removing the Londoners' slogans have been assaulted. We should do something to protect our people. Send guards to secure the streets. Order guards to strike back. I don't want to ask. Fuck that. Get the guards back out there and beat the shit out of those fucks. Good, we might see some law and order at last. I hope this will stop the descent into violence. I'm actually furious, though. You know, homeless people, you'd be less homeless if you just build your fucking house, though. I gave you all the resources. No one should be hungry, by the way. The Londoners gain more followers. God damn it. We have to get organized. We have to do something. We aren't going to make it in this hole. We have to leave. I hate you, Frances Calvert. She's just mad because people in high school called her Calvert and they were making fun of her because she had kind of a flappy labia. They'd be like, oh, you seen the canyon on Frances? Pfft, call her Frances Calvert. Don't you mean Colvert? No! I know what I meant. I really, come on, this resolves in how long? 14 hours. We should get a huge boost to hope for keeping these houses warm. We did get a little bit of discontent for when we ran this bonus shift for the emergency shift, but can we turn off overcrowding in our medical facilities? No, because we have 14 people who are being treated. I'm assuming some of those are probably the watchmen that got beaten. As someone whose name is Francis, I'm offended. Why, do you also have a large and, like, flappy labia? It's nothing to be ashamed of. Some people are into that. Alright, you bastards, get to work. This is a gigantic horde of people. What are you guys doing? Going home, though. Shouldn't you be going to work? I mean, call me crazy, but it seems like you should be going to work, not coming back from work. We're going to spend some of this steel very quickly. There we go. So our streamlined automatons is researched. I want houses. That'll give us an upgrade beginning, and you should be then building an automaton. You are still not building an automaton. Production queue is empty. Did they finish it? Wait, did they finish my automaton? Is he standing around somewhere? No. I don't have an automaton. Why is this queue empty? I put an automaton in the queue, did I not? Maybe they took it out because I researched that streamlining thing? It's very strange. Okay. How many steam... Yeah, we haven't used any steam cores, so I guess we didn't build one. Build an automaton. Takes 80 steel, 80 wood, 50 coal, and 1 steam core. We'll do it. Get up to 80 steel and build him. We should be producing steel now faster than any other time. Have you strategically made the Londoners homeless and then sent them to harvest steel from a freezing mine? I don't want to deliberately harm my people, though. I'm trying to be a good leader. There it goes. You are now building an automaton? You are, in fact, building an automaton. Excellent. I really just want these fucking Londoners to leave. Also, how do you know who is a Londoner and who isn't? Is there a way to tell?